Hello all, welcome to this session. In this session, I'm going to practically demonstrate how to use the CSS Selector Locator for helping Selenium test automation tool in finding the required element on the web page. So let's get started. For that, I'll open this browser and take you to this sample application page, that is omeo.blogspot.com. Once we are landed on this page, I want the Selenium test automation tool to click on this element, that is login button. But can a Selenium test automation tool directly find this login button or any element on this web page by itself? The answer is no. As already explained in the previous sessions that Selenium test automation tool is by default blind. Without the help of locators, Selenium test automation tool cannot find any element on the web page or web pages. So what we have to do? We have to help Selenium test automation tool with the help of a locator so that it can find the required element on the web page. But what is the locator for this login button? For that, I will right click on this login button and select inspect. Then I'll get the HTML code which is written by the developer for developing this login button on the web page. If you observe this HTML code of this login button that Selenium test automation want to find and click, if you observe this, you see, is there any ID attribute here? There are only three attributes: type, on click, value. Three attributes are there. ID attribute is not there. So ID locator is not possible in this case. Then do we have any name attribute? No, name attribute is also not there. So name locator is also not possible in this case. Then do we have a class attribute? No. So class name locator is also not possible in this case. Or this HTML code has anchor tag? No. Or is there any text between these tags here? No. So link text locator is also not possible. Then what are the left out locators which can be still possible to help Selenium in finding this login button on this web page with the help of this HTML code? What are the remaining possible locators? CSS selectors and XPath expressions are the only two possible locators. If ID is not possible, ID locator is not possible, name locator is not possible, class name locator is not possible, link text locator is not possible, then we have to go with the remaining possible locators, that is either CSS selector locator or XPath expression locator. In this session, I am going to demonstrate CSS selector locator. But how to create the CSS selector locator using this HTML code of this login button? How can we do that? So for that, you need to have the understanding or learning of how to create the CSS selectors by yourself. Okay, from scratch, we should be able to write the CSS selectors for any element on the web page by looking at its HTML code. That we have to learn, guys. And I'm going to explain that skill for you in the upcoming sessions. Okay. In this session, I'm not going to cover how to create the or write the CSS selectors by looking at the HTML code of a particular element on the web page. But in the upcoming sessions, I'm going to teach you that in a detailed manner. For now, watch it like a demo. Even though you don't know how to create or write the CS selectors by using this HTML code of the elements on the web pages, you just watch it like a demo, that just observe that how I am doing in this session. That's enough. Okay. So in the upcoming sessions, I'll explain in detail. I'll make it as easy as possible to learn it by yourself, and you should be able to write the CS selectors by your own from scratch. That I'll make you do that. Okay. After teaching you that concept in the upcoming sessions. Fine. For now, by looking at this HTML code, what I would like to do here is select this line of this login button for which I want to write the CS selector for. After selecting that, press Ctrl F. Okay, press Ctrl F key. Then you will get this box here. Okay, when I select this line and say Ctrl F, what is the shortcut key? Ctrl F. Control key and F key you have to press together. Then you will get this box. Here I'll be typing or I'll be writing the CS selector by looking at this HTML code. So what I will do here is, what is the tag name here? Input tag. And I would like to use some attributes. Okay. Though we don't have any ID, name, class name, class attribute and all those stuff. What I will do here is, what are the remaining attributes I have? Type, on click and value. In that, the value of the type attribute doesn't look like unique. Okay. The value of this type attribute doesn't look like unique because a lot of elements on this web page may have the same value for the type attribute. Okay. A lot of buttons may be on this page and they may be having the same value. Then here on click, check this form. This is also not unique, guys. So this can be there for a lot of buttons. Okay. So this is also not unique, but here value is equal to login looks like unique for me. So I'll copy this value of this value attribute of this input tag of this login button. Copy this. So, and before typing anything here, just remember that the tag name is what? Input. And what is attribute name? Value. Its value is what? Which anyhow I copied. I don't have to remember. I just need to remember the tag name and attribute name. This value anyhow I copied. So here input tag, right? So here I'll type, first I'll type input. Then I'll provide a square bracket. Okay. After input, I'll provide a square bracket. And what was the attribute name? I asked you to remember value is the attribute name is equal to, in single quotes, you paste the value of the value attribute of that element. Control V. Now what is happening? This is a CSS selector. I was able to, okay, I was able to look into the HTML code of this particular element and able to create the or write the CSS selector for this particular element by looking at its HTML code on the fly. Okay, by myself, because I have already learned about the CSS selector. How to create the CSS selectors I have already learned. So it is possible for me. You may not have the knowledge of how to create such kind of CS selectors. Anyhow, I'm going to teach you how to create such kind of CS selectors by looking at the HTML code of any element on the fly by yourself from scratch in the upcoming sessions. Till then, watch it like a demo, guys. Okay. Now we got the CS selector locator. How can I confirm that this particular CS selector locator is able to, this particular CS selector locator is able to locate the login button? So when I press enter here after typing the CS selector in this box, and when I press enter here, this particular HTML code is getting highlighted in yellow color. Hover the mouse on this yellow color line HTML code, and you can see on the UI of this page, you can see on this part of the page and see that login button is getting highlighted. That is one thing. Next thing is that here you can see my mouse, okay, moving mouse. Here you can see what is there, number 1 of 1. That means only one element has been located. By writing the CSS selector locator, this HTML code is getting highlighted, and when I hover that, this login button is getting highlighted. That means this CS selector is locating this login button. And how many elements it is locating? How many elements this CS selector is locating? Only one element, that is nothing but this login button. So I can confirm that this is a proper CS selector locator for locating this login button. Using this CS selector, we are going to help Selenium in finding this login button on the web page. So that Selenium automation tool, after finding this login button with the help of this CS selector, can perform any operation on this login button like clicking on this login button. So in this application, what is the proof that this login button got clicked by Selenium automation tool in this application? In this example scenario, what is the proof? If I click on this login button on this application, if the Selenium automation tool or we click on the login button, what is the proof that this login button got clicked? When I click on that, you see you'll get this alert, error password or username. Why? Because you are not entering username password. Without entering that, you are clicking login button. The application is stating the same. You have to enter the username password. But you don't have to worry about that functionality of this application. But what is the proof that this login button has been clicked? If I click on this login button, if you are getting this alert, that is a proof that login button has been clicked. So we'll consider that as a kind of thing in this demonstration. Okay. So I'm going to give a small demo on how Selenium automation tool is taking the help of this CS selector locator for clicking on this login button. And as a proof, if you are getting the alert, we can confirm. Okay. Now copy this CS selector. And as a demo, I'm going to give a short demo of how Selenium automation tool is using this CS selector locator for login button. For that, I switch to this editor where we have the sample Selenium test automation code already written, right? You don't have to worry about the technicalities of this code because I'll be teaching to you all this stuff in the upcoming sessions. Okay. For now, watch it like a demo, guys. Okay. Don't worry about the technicalities of this code. Assume that the Selenium automation code is nothing but, assume that for a while that the Selenium automation code is nothing but the Selenium test automation tool. Okay. Now to this Selenium test automation tool, I need to pass which locator? In this example, I'm going to pass for this particular login button. I'm going to pass which locator? CS selector locator. Copy this and paste the CS selector locator here. Now using the CSS selector locator, okay, Selenium test automation tool will be able to find this login button and what operation the Selenium test automation tool is planning to perform? Click operation. So after, with the help of the CS selector locator, Selenium test automation tool is going to find this login button and then click on it. Let's find it out by running this code. Watch it like a demo only, guys. Watch it, what this particular code like demo. Don't worry about CS selector, how to create CS selector locators, or don't worry about how to write the Selenium automation code. All these things will be covered to you in the upcoming sessions. Okay. Let's wait for the code to run. Okay. So browser has launched, maximize. and let's see whether the button is getting clicked or not. Okay. You see, if you are getting this error password or username, that means that Selenium automation tool has clicked on this login button here. And because of that, we got this alert. This is a confirmation that that button has been clicked by the Selenium test automation tool. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.